11 weather.
The winter storm has already started across Texas and Louisiana, and it's that zone right there, Houston to Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Biloxi, Mobile, even to Northwest Florida. That's where we could have some potentially record-setting snow. But there are snowflakes beginning to fall through the atmosphere over central Mississippi and Louisiana. Most of this, it's not reaching the ground. When it evaporates before it falls out of the cloud, but before reaching the ground, it's called a term named virga. And there's a lot of that to the west. Think we will get a lot of that across Alabama too within the next 12 hours or so through early tomorrow morning. I do think there'll be some radar returns, maybe even some snow flurries around Tuscaloosa through Shelby County to Clanton, maybe Maplesville, and then certainly toward Dallas County and Montgomery County. But much of this may not get all the way to the surface until the bigger surge of moisture starts to come northward. That's about 9 to 10 a.m. And it's still a little bit of a guessing game as to exactly where the virga, or the evaporating precipitation, becomes real snowflakes that are making it to the surface. Pay no attention to the green here. If it's falling to the ground in this kind of atmosphere, it's not going to be rain. It would definitely be snow. It's just that this forecast model thinks the precipitation is so light that it has a hard time turning it into snowflakes on the map. Just one of those interesting little things. But it would be very small amounts of snow, if anything at all, north of Shelby and Tuscaloosa and Talladega counties. I think there's potential maybe even to Oak Mountain for a fraction of an inch or a dusting. Calera, Columbiana, Sylacauga, Ashland, Millerville, certainly toward Rockford, Clanton, Maplesville, Marion, Centerville, Greensboro, Havana over to Utah, possibly even Duncanville or Big Sandy or over toward the Geiger area in Sumter County. Greater amounts, though, are going to happen to the south. That dark blue band, that's about 1 to 2 inches of pretty good, healthy snow in Wilcox County and Lowndes County, Montgomery County, up toward Lee County, around Auburn, and then about 2 to 4 inches of snow. And this could set some daily records around Mobile. May not be the heaviest snow in history in Mobile County, going back to 1895, but the Mobile Downtown Airport, as well as Mobile Regional Airport, have never seen 4 inches of snow going back to 1948. Both of those could come very, very close to it. In the Gulf Coast region, this is going to start about 5 o'clock in the morning, and the heaviest action will come through between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m., but it will snow most of the day. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., those snow showers are working up toward Greensboro and Tuscaloosa County, Bibb County, Shelby County, Chilton County, about 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Here's how you treat this in central Alabama. In the pink zone right here, this is a slam dunk. They're getting snow. In the dark blue zone right here, there will be some snow. There's just a question of, is it going to be enough to get all the way down to the ground? And that light blue zone there from Tuscaloosa to Calera to Talladega to Anniston, that's where I want you to make sure you're checking in with us just to make sure that northern edge is behaving the way that it should. Very light snow and very light rain for that matter, notoriously difficult to fine-tune the exact spot where it's going to stop falling. Cold weather advisory, you know it's cold out there. Winter weather advisory, where we see the lower amounts of snow, winter storm warning, where we see the lesser amounts of, or the greater amounts of snow down to the south. We're not going above freezing tomorrow. Some of us won't go above freezing on Wednesday. We're forecasting 12 on Wednesday morning in Birmingham. That means a lot of single digits. This is pipe freezing kind of cold, especially since we're not getting any sunshine tomorrow, and the infrastructure is just extremely cold. So make sure you're dripping pipes, opening cabinets, that sort of thing. We will warm up a little bit, but there is no warm weather anytime soon around here.
Let it snow.
Well, for some it will be, yeah.
For some. All right, Jason, obviously national championship just wrapping up. Ohio State